Now, while all of this is going on Friday, November 13th, the Pentagon announced that Saturday they flew F-15s into Libya and said they were going after the Islamic State. Now, on November 3rd, I said the countdown begins to the invasion of Libya. They're using this event to explain away why they're going to be bombing in Libya. And you think this is the only bombing they're going to be doing? No. We knew this was coming because there was no peace deal, and they wanted the puppet government in there, and the elected government in Tripoli would not yield. So this is why we are seeing this right now. This is all playing into the same thing. So as soon as it happened, President Hollande and the rest of the world said it was the Islamic State. And this information came out right away, pretty much. And basically, France said, okay, we need to bring troops in. We need to close the borders. We need to have curfews, basically some type of martial law, and put France into a state of emergency. Now, what's interesting about this is that a lot of the attackers, 4 of the attackers, died in the Bataclan Hall. 3 activated suicide belts, and 1 was liquidated by law enforcers. They're saying that they've just found others that were tied to these people. Now, of course, as we know, what normally happens here is that the terrorists usually die. And this is what we're seeing. This is all part of the plan. This is all part of the false flag. And Paris is under a first mandatory curfew, which hasn't been seen since 1944. So we see all over the corporate media that this is an act of war from the Islamic State, that we need to go into Syria. Now, of course, DHS is out there, and they had to throw their 2 cents into this whole thing, along with the FBI saying that, oh, they have no information about this whatsoever. They didn't even hear about this attack coming. They had nothing at all. Here in the States, they're saying, we're hearing no chatter or anything or any credible threats that something might happen here in the United States. And we know that DHS is absolutely worthless. They're not there to detect terrorism, because they're all part of the false flag system. And DHS is really put into place to control the American people. Now, the second part of this is they need to make a link to make sure everyone understands where all of these people have come from. And of course, just like in 9/11, they found a Syrian passport next to one of the dead bodies. Now, of course, as you know, if you are a terrorist, you normally carry all your identification all over you, and you always make sure that you drop it in the proper area, which makes no sense. Now, they're saying that these were refugees that came into the country. So they're building this up that the Islamic State is intermingled with these refugees.